What is up, guys and girls? Hurricane Liz here, and in this video I talk about my top current 5 best tips for Amazon influencer, and I'll throw in a bonus one just because I'm feeling generous and also just because I'm catching a cold. So I hope that me giving out to the world helps me recuperate from my cold. At least that's wishful thinking. And so I'm super fired up. You don't want to miss this. I show some way, somehow, somebody is dominating the listings out there. So you're going to see exactly what they're doing and a heck of a lot more. So hopefully you make some extra money with these tips. But I'm super fired up. I hope you're fired up. Let's do this. Okay, so in this video, I'm gonna go over my top 5 steps and why I love Amazon Influencer and how to supercharge this thing. So if you don't already know, Amazon Influencer is a tremendous program that allows you to make money and just make product reviews without even showing your mug. So you don't have to show your mug, and all you gotta do is create product review videos and then publish them on Amazon Influencer's platform. And then you'll make money when a customer clicks into it, watches 30 seconds, and then buys the product immediately thereafter. That's the gist of it. That's kind of the quick and down and dirty summary. All right, there you go. I finally got my words together. You can tell I just woke up. So let's talk about how to make this the most effective possible way for yourself in order to put extra money in your pocket. So first and foremost, my number 1 top tip at the present time, which means this is data I've collected within the past couple of weeks. I'll continue to collect data and evolve this list of top tips. But the first top tip is go for products that don't have that many reviews. And how are you able to tell how many reviews? Well, it's quite simple. You'll be able to see on every product listing where they have the picture deck, you'll notice that there's something here that says 6 videos. So when it has that, that means that there in some capacity, there are 6 videos on this particular product. Some of those can come from the manufacturer like this one has. Some of them can come related videos from, that's influencers that are putting these up. And then some can come from customer reviews. So typically those that say 6 are fully loaded. There will be a lot that have significantly less, but the magic number is 1 because you know they allow videos, and 6, it's got to be something in between that. You don't want to go for 1 or anything less than 1 or anything that is 6. Go for anything in between that. Focus on those first. That's the way you want to pick out what products to do that are in your house. So you want to make a really huge list and then go and look through that. And or if you're looking to buy products, same thing. Look for those magic numbers. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is always create thumbnails. So you might wonder, like, what the hell is a thumbnail? It's these things right here. It's a visually stunning representation of what you're about to talk about in the video. So if you notice, this one doesn't have anything. It's just, if we zoom in on it, it's basically just the desk sitting there, and that's it. They're about to review it, and that's all that there is. But the rest of these have got what's called a thumbnail, which is a graphical representation of what's going to happen in the video. And it's meant to get people to click through the same way that you would click through on my thumbnail to see this video. And clearly they're not visually stunning because I made them. They're hideous. But either way, you'll notice that on these, they've got this arrow pointing over here somewhere, and then it says review. And on these, it says on this product review, and then it's got a picture in the background of the product itself. So I want to talk about a couple reasons why later on in the video as a bonus, why some of these are really bad. So we're going to keep this product up, and I'll also talk about another technique that they are utilizing here that is really good for you and that you should be doing. So the biggest thing here is just try and create thumbnails for your products at some point. Honestly, the first and most important thing to do is get as many videos up to begin with. Don't worry about the thumbnails until after, but at some point you want to get these thumbnails up for sure, because they certainly will help you make some more money. And that's because people will naturally click through them. So that's tip 2. Tip number 3 is always start, once you make that huge list of products that you want to create things or reviews for, always start with the highest price products first, because you're naturally going to make more money with those particular products. So always start from the top, work your way down, and cover everything that has a high value, because those you'll make the most money on. Don't worry about how much videos are in each of those listings. Just get them out, get them done, and hopefully they do well. But since they are a higher price product, the odds of you making a lot more money, you're going to have a better chance of making money. Number one, because you create a video, but number two, they're higher priced. So you are going to make a lot of money if somebody clicks in the video. All right, tip number 4 is always make sure to keep the words on the left-hand side of the thumbnail or up at the topper quadrant. And the reason for that is I've zoomed in on these, but what they really look like when you look at them from afar is like that. So you can barely see anything. So you want big, very drastic text. You want to make sure that the text shows up real well. And you want to make sure that it's on the left side or on the upper side. And that's because if you put it down at the bottom right, this time is going to block everything. So people aren't going to be able to read, because again, these are thumbnails. So these are tiny. So if somebody that's shopping on here that's older that has problems with their seeing, they're not going to see that shit. That shit's going to be covered up. So you definitely want to make sure that it stays up at the top or over to the left. Never put it in the bottom right. And I think that brings us to our last and final tip that I'm going to give before I jump into a couple bonus things, and that is make multiple videos for any one product. And I just so happen to jump on this one where you see that Bryson and Julianne have made 3 reviews for this particular product. Thus, they dominate the real estate space, and they're more than likely going to make a ton of money when somebody clicks through on here. So the fact that they have 3 videos gives them a almost, what is that? I can't even, 3/5 of a chance, which I can't do the math because I don't have a calculator in my head, but that's probably around 66% a chance or 70% chance that they get a sale from this, as opposed to they're cock blocking these people right here. That's what they're doing here. And so the odds that they get a chance is going to be very high. So they have Why I Love This Desk, ODK product reveal out of box, and see how easy it is put together on the ODK desk. So quite easy, they're going to get a sale. Make multiple videos for your most successful products. And again, start that after you see which ones are making you sales. And then last and finally, it's like really pay close attention to the thumbnails. Like their thumbnails are pretty awful. Other than this rainbow bright shit that they've got going on in the back, My Little Pony colored theme, that you can barely see what the hell the words say. So I'm like, what is this? It looks like thumbnail vomit. But it's a lot better than this one. Like this, you could see its review, but it's got a big red arrow. So it kind of is a lot better than this. And then they got a picture of each other hugging on one another. Like, keep that shit on private. Keep that PD private. Put a picture of your face, shocked, something that stands out, just like what stands out in these YouTube videos. But these thumbnails are not the greatest. But I'm pretty sure because they control almost 70% of the real estate, they're still getting sales. And the last thing I want to do before I say goodbye here is show you a couple of examples of really bad thumbnails. And again, that's because this one's actually a good one. A bad thumbnail is this. You can't even see what the hell this says. Like, it doesn't even matter how good your seeing is, but you got to zoom in that big and it's a thumbnail. So do they even taste good? Good for workouts, replace chocolate. And you see how the text is at the bottom right? This is an awful thumbnail. Then it's got this dude biting into it. Like, it's just bad. So don't do things where, again, the number blocks the text or the text is so small that you need a damn microscope to look at it. Do nice big words like this, worth it, with the nice yellow background. You want to do things like that. So those are my tips. That is my tips, I was about to say. I can't speak today, people. It's probably best that I get off this video now. But other than that, questions and comments go below. I always personally answer those, and I'll see you guys next time.